watching this presentation of the Upland Racing League.
Brought to you by the Epics Podcast. Catch them Thursday nights at 9:15 Eastern, 6:15 Pacific. Promotional consideration for today's race has been paid for by the following. The Epics Podcast. And by Anthology Puzzles. And MyUpland.info. And by Mahoney MV Motorsports. And the Hyde Park Ninjas. And by Upland Collectibles. And by Mars Utah and Red Planet Art. And by Uplandia, the Layer 2 Upland RPG game. And by the Metaverse Racing News Network. Today's race brought to you by Upland Collectibles. We're UPCO, Upland's first and oldest digital goods and collectibles shop operating since 2020. UPCO has Metaventure shops or showrooms in every asset type in Upland, including NFLPA in every market, 2 manufacturing facilities on the east and west coast of the U.S., as well as MAP asset showrooms in all major U.S. cities. Visit our car showrooms in Manhattan, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, as well as our Speedway in Merced Manor. To find Upland Collectibles, just search the directory for UPCO in-game or reach out to Recurrier in-game or on Discord.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another URL Season Series Championship race. We are in week number 8, and I am supporting and supporting and going all out rooting for the MVM boys, because they are going to definitely be locking in series championship number 4 historically in a row. And it is happening today right here on the MRNN network. I'm Matt Sheff, again joined by my co-host Dak the Man, URL Commissioner. How are you, sir?
I'm good, but yeah, I think some of your team may have something to say about that. Yes.
Hey,
Sam Mahoney,
you know what?
has locked it in.
If you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. Hey, shout out to Castle Elite. I bleed Castle Elite all day long, but I got to go with the
credit where credit is due.
I got to give credit where credit is due. The MMVM team has really brought it out again this season for the 4th season in a row.
Yeah, they really kind of have set the bar for what pro racing is in Upland, and I know a lot of teams are now interested in competing and challenging. You can't be king of the hill forever, and people are going to challenge it, and I'm excited to see that competitive spirit starting to come out in some of the drivers out there. So Ninja started strong. And then but MMVM is just consistent, and that's what wins the championship
for sure. And as we take a look at the leaderboard after last week's race, we had Matsuda come in with the win last week, and Wander 1976 with a strong second place finish moves up 1 spot into 4th, but still San Mahoney, Matsuda, KO Ninja 1, 2, 3, unless there, I don't even think there's a scenario where anybody can overtake San Mahoney at this point, because even if he finishes last place, I don't think anybody else can collect 60 points, with the exception of Matsuda. It's interesting to see which of the Mahoney team is going to win today, because I'm assuming that the finals winner, if both of them make it to the finals and we have a finals race off with those two in it, I am assuming that, it is what it is. One of them's going to take it home. So, irregardless, it is another MMVM win on the URL season. So,
yeah, and I mean, I'm if you look at the leaderboard right now, you'll see that there's 3 teams but you have some folks there that are just not associated with the team. I'm looking forward to seeing if they actually join up with the team. I've heard rumors of a new team getting formed. Rick Courier did kind of a joke in our race day channel where he's like, maybe I should just do the smart thing and sponsor a race team. So I think that there's going to be more opportunities for racing teams to really kind of get out there and maybe learn a little from what MMVM has done in terms of practicing team collaboration, using the mechanics to their advantage. There's a lot to it now.
Yeah, no kidding. And with the Upland Racing Series that goes on, it's going to start again in sizzle season here in just about a week and a half or so. We're going to see more racing again in Upland, and as racing and more folks get involved with it, which the Upland Racing Series is a huge way to do that, and of course, start to earn that additional UPX income with racing. We're really going to see the competition start to come out in force on these races in the future.
Yeah, no, and I mean, between all of the different racing servers that are starting to come up, all the different types of races that are happening, just the pickup races, some folks are actually making more on racing than they do from their monthly income, which is what Upland wanted to see.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump right into heat number. Oh, so actually, wait a minute. We're not going to jump into heat number one yet. Let's go ahead and introduce our drivers for today's race. For those of you who are new to watching the Upland Racing League, and we'll be right back.
Introducing our drivers for the 2024 URL Champion Series. Racing for the Mahoney MV Motorsports Racing Team, sponsored by Mahoney MV Holdings, 2023 Pro Series Champion number 1 Matsuda R, and 2024 Stock Car Competition Series Champion number 10 San Mahoney, with alternate driver Champion Series Champion from 2023 Risey. Sponsored by the UPX Podcast, number 9 Wanderer 1976. Driving for the Castle Elite Racing Team, sponsored by Anthology Puzzles, BEBattle.net, and My Upland Info, number 9 TB125, and number 1 Buellman. Sponsored by Upland Collectibles, number 6 Rick Courier. Driving for the Hyde Park Ninjas Racing, sponsored by Ninjava Coffee, number 9 SC Kicker, and number 5 KO Ninja. Sponsored by Diamond Autos and Fay Cars, number 5 Phalos. And finally, driving for Mwaga Investments, number 4 Mwaga Mizzy.
All right, and we are back. And so I just wanted to quickly take a look at our track that we're racing on today, sponsored by UPCO and Rick Courier. We are racing in the Merced Parkside track in San Francisco, 2.24 miles. We have 22 grueling turns. The track is very tricky. Now, this was one that needed to be fixed by the Upland team, and it was fixed in time to get in our last race. So we are grateful to those guys for following through and coming up big on getting a track fix for us for Rick Courier's track so we can race it today. Very tricky track, especially between turns 7 and 16 there. It does slow down quite a bit on the track. It is a very interesting track to race on. So really looking forward to seeing how the team goes today. There are a couple of really nice boost spots on this track. So interesting to see how the teams do today, and should be fun.
Yeah, and the teams didn't have a lot of time to practice this track because it literally just got fixed like last week. So.
Right. Yeah, they haven't had a whole lot of time on it, but I did take an opportunity to run a couple of laps on it, and it is a nice track. I like the way that it's laid out. So it does have a little bit of just about every element in it. So it should be fun to see how these guys do today.
All right. Nice.
All right. So I did want to make sure that we did this real quick. In anticipated celebratory fashion from the MMVM team, they are going to give away a Nitro Rocketeer go-kart from one of their factories. This is a cool little kart. All we need you to do is hashtag MMVM in the comments on YouTube, and we will get you in a drawing to win this kart at the end of the finals race today. So hashtag MMVM, and we will get you in the drawing to win this cool kart. Very nice kart. I did pick myself one up because they were having a little bit of a time trial contest on their track, and it is fun to race for sure. So MMVM hashtag and get yourself one of these karts. All right, first up, heat number 1, we have Sam Mahoney as our pole position starter for this race. KO Ninja, Wanderer 1976, MWAG Mizzy, and TB 125 that are jumping in on this race, and we already have a code up and all the drivers in. I'm going to go ahead and let them start that race. And try to get in here. And we are going to jump right in here. Cool enough.
I'm like, wait. Oh, no, go.
It's okay, really. All right.
Start it. We can jump in. It does get exciting.
Monopoly Mike in the house. Getting his hashtag in there.
Yeah. While you're hashtagging, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other stuff.
All right, we currently have, it looks like 4 entries into our cart giveaway.
Oh,
and
here
we go. We are off. Lap number 1, Sam Mahoney, Wanderer 1976, going after it right off the gate here. And KO Ninja making a sneaky pass up in there to take second place. TB 125 now in third. And we've got some skidding going on in the back row back there. TB 125 just holding on the rear end. There's lots of skidding going on there. TB 125 making a pass on the inside, then KO Ninja coming right back, and now Sam Mahoney making a boost going up there into first place. And this is the slowest section of the track right here. So this is interesting. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and people making skids around that track. It is so tricky around there. Wanderer 1976 making his way up into first place with a move around Sam Mahoney. MWAG Mizzy moving up into third. And we are coming around onto the last couple of turns here before the finish line. We're going to get Wanderer 1976 in first place, Sam Mahoney in second. Going into lap number 2 now, and there goes Sam Mahoney making a pass on the outside. Now KO Ninja making a pass on Wanderer on MWAG Mizzy, coming up into third place. And here comes TB 125 using that boost to try to catch back up here. Got quite a ways to go before he can tag onto the back end of KO Ninja there. MWAG Mizzy still holding on to that third place spot. Wanderer 1976 now trying to make a move. However, Sam Mahoney in a huge, bold move, taking a boost right there to get way out into first place.
Yeah, that was, holy cow.
Yeah, that was a pretty amazing move right there to get that lead. He is way out in front. You can't even see him anymore.
No, he timed that boost right before the slow zone.
Yeah, timed that boost perfectly. I might add. So obviously, San Mahoney able to get in a little bit of practice time in the last week and a half that the race has been open.
That might be an understatement. That was a crazy
And now
boost
KO
he did.
Ninja has moved up into third place, moving
Nice.
M Wagamizzi down into fourth. TB 125 was there playing in the mix a little bit there for a minute, still trying to hold his own in there. M Wagamizzi still trying to make a catch-up move on KO Ninja, who has also gained quite the lead to hold that third place spot for the moment. But again, San Mahoney is way out in front. I honestly cannot wait to see what his finishing time is going to be here, because he is going to finish a good 5 seconds faster than everybody else. From
It's
what I can
crazy.
tell so far, this is a really nasty run by San Mahoney, our current points leader.
105 lap time.
1:05, and San Mahoney takes the win. We'll get the final times here. Wander 1976 is going to come in second. Looks like KO Ninja is going to pull out with a third place finish. Congratulations, San Mahoney, Wander 1976, and KO Ninja for the top three. M Wagamizzi in fourth. TB 125 rounding out the top five. And what an amazing race. 322, 417
Jeez.
on that. And that is a massive time.
Holy cow.
My goodness. A full 11 seconds ahead of second place.
That's never happened in a race this season so far. It's never been that far of a lead. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm just wow.
Yeah, that is I think the biggest margin lead that we've had so far. Wow, that was incredible race. Congratulations to San Mahoney on the 322.417 on that track. Wow.
Yeah,
And,
I think he's making a statement. I don't know if I don't think Matsuda. Let's see what Matsuda does with it too, because that's going to be interesting. Holy cow. Well, why don't we throw it to commercial while we get ourselves together?
Yeah, that was interesting. All right. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Today's race brought to you by Upland Collectibles. We're UPCO, Upland's first and oldest digital goods and collectibles shop, operating since 2020. UPCO has Veta shops or showrooms in every asset type in Upland, including NFLPA in every market, 2 manufacturing facilities on the east and west coasts of the U.S., as well as MAP asset showrooms in all major U.S. cities. Visit our car showrooms in Manhattan, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, as well as our Speedway in Merced Manor. To find Upland Collectibles, just search the directory for UPCO in-game or reach out to Recurrier in-game or on Discord.
And we are back. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag MMVM as your only comment in the comments. Hashtag MMVM, and we will get you entered to win the MMVM Motors cart as pictured here, the Rocketeer go-kart from MMVM. So hashtag MMVM and get your name in the wheel spin. We'll be doing that wheel spin right after the final race today. So, wow. All right. So,
He was. I like KOs. How do you get that? It really came to that boost right before the slow zone and timing it so that he didn't have boosting going into it.
and Andy, you avoid a third of the slow zone that way too. So that was
It's crazy.
that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean that is studying the track.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All
wow.
right. So let's go ahead and get heat number 2 underway. This one's sponsored by Uplandia, of course. We have Matsuda R as our starter for race number 2. SC Kicker in there, along with Buellman, Phalos, and our track sponsor today, Recurrier and Upco. So we'll get these guys in there. Matsuda, you can go ahead and get us a code. We will get on that. Matsuda, SC Kicker, Buellman, Phalos, and Recurrier. All right, now 6 people in the hunt for the MMVM Motors cart. So hashtag MMVM. And let's give away a cart today.
Good stuff. Wow.
Well, I mean, that's how you start a finals, right? I mean, that's how you do it.
I mean, we're going to see some information later on about like the track records and who's got the most track records and so forth. We also saw who our leader is from the leaderboard. I think it's safe to say, wow, Sam Mahoney is like dominating. So it will be interesting to see if Matsuda can put him in his place.
Right, because they were practicing together. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting to see. We do have a code posted up, and
we do.
Hopefully, yep.
Oh, we got BRC.
Beatrice CR.
Hi Beatrice.
BCR Clow.
I some of the name. So I just have some. That's actually why I went with just Dak, because like it was so simple and fast. Because Caesar's name, for the longest time I wasn't sure how to say it.
Right.
Oh, Phalos is in there with his hashtag. Is everyone in? Let's see. Oh, Recurrier, let's go.
Recurrier.
Don't miss your own track.
Don't miss your own track, buddy. Here I am, he says.
So, by the way, a lot of some of our audience might not know, but what we do is we create a race day thread on Discord as our lobby, where we get to communicate, share information, post the codes for the private races and all that, and but also congratulating each other, teasing each other. So it's a fun spot. Our sponsors get to participate in race day activities.
Absolutely.
So our track sponsor and race sponsor get to participate.
And we have all of our drivers in, so we can go ahead and start that race.
Okay. It should be starting up any second now.
All right. Give me in the race, please. There we go.
There we go. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this heat. Now, the pressure's on Sam to perform again like that. That was crazy. So people might be able to take advantage of that. We'll see what happens. Ooh.
And Funky here we go. Funky Beats. Don't forget hashtag MMVM for your chance to win a cart. And we are waiting for the race to get started here. We, of course, hopefully this does not mean an error out for somebody. That would not be good on the final race. But as always, make sure we don't We don't do anything crazy with the no refreshing the page, no closing the tab, no. Don't do anything really. Just take your hands off the keyboard until it says go.
Oh no, and Recurrier froze up.
Oh no.
So Recarrier's engine blew up at the start line. I think he just got intimidated by that first heat.
I think so too. I mean, who wouldn't? And here we go. We've got Matsuda and Phalos out with an early lead. Buellman running around the outside with a nice move. Buellman making a showing for the Castle Elite Racing team.
Oh!
And here goes SC Kicker with a boost, taking the lead over.
Wow. Okay, this is a much tighter race.
This is definitely much tighter. Back and forth between Buellman and SC Kicker. Buellman and Matsuda both getting the jump on the boost there. Oh no, we got a and Matsuda gets around on a skid. Oh man. That is such a nasty corner. Man, you almost can't change lanes fast enough going around that corner. But Buellman has been able to maintain at least eyesight distance from Matsuda on that one.
And he's got a good lead on SC Kicker for the second spot, right? And so it really is all about first, second, and third.
Right.
Recurrier has the autopilot on, so he's in fourth right now, but we'll see what happens with Phalos as Phalos comes in after him. Buellman staying within eyesight of Matsuda, that in itself is a win.
Yeah, right. Oh, and Matsuda with a boost. Buellman with a boost as well. Matsuda. Oh, and here it comes. Is Buellman going to...
no!
Down to a dead stop nearly on that turn. Wow. Oh, I thought he was going to make it around him. Oh, got a skid right there on the end. My goodness.
You felt the pain. I could see Buellman wanting to smash his computer.
And it would appear that both Recurrier and Phalos have errored out. It looks like they both are having some engine trouble there. But Recurrier is going to get the fourth place spot, I believe. We are moving into lap number 3. We're on our final lap right now. Matsuda, Buellman, and SC Kicker. Buellman with a little skid coming off the start line there, which has allowed Matsuda to garner quite the lead now.
Yeah. So, and it might open the door for SC Kicker to come in. I don't know how many boosts SC Kicker has left over Buellman. I know Buellman used quite a few early on.
He's using his last one now. He did take a little bit of a skid there. And Matsuda makes it around that dangerous chicane right there. I mean, that thing is dangerous.
Let's just say it's good it's a virtual game, because if you went from 200 to 70 kilometers per hour, that would not be pleasant.
No, that'd be like stopping in a jet plane from like Mach 3 to 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy. SC Kicker keeping solid.
And there we have it. Matsuda with first, Buellman in second place. SC Kicker making his way into the finish line here in just a moment for the third place spot. And Recurrier will take fourth. And Phalos in fifth, obviously having some engine trouble on the way around. And there we have it. So Matsuda, Buellman, and SC Kicker, our 3-team racers, are all into the finals on today's race. So another great race.
Okay, Matsuda with a 322.458 does not beat Sam Mahoney's 322.417. So not that big of a difference. So Buellman, Matsuda, and Sam Mahoney definitely have gotten their practice in. So Sam Mahoney will have the pole position.
All right, Sam Mahoney with pole, and we have So that will give us, let's see here.
So it's going to
San
be
Mahoney.
San Mahoney, KO Ninja, and Wanderer, Matsuda, SC Kicker, and Buleman.
And there we have it. San Mahoney, Wanderer 1976, KO Ninja, Matsuda, Buleman, and SC Kicker. So we have two of the MMVM team members, two of the Hyde Park Ninjas in there, one of the Castle Elite Racing team members in there, and Wanderer 1976, who's racing for a corporate sponsor, the UpX podcast. So great race. It's going to be a great final. I can't wait to see it. And we will be back right after this message.
Today's race brought to you by the UpX podcast. Catch them Thursday nights at 9:15 p.m. Eastern.
The UpX Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX.
All right, and we're back. And we were talking a little bit about the track records. I just wanted to quickly bring up this. This is all the fastest times in the URL for these tracks for the season. Dak, if you want to talk a little bit about this.
Yeah, so we always like to track what is the kind of the track record, in the official URL races. And if we go through this, I mean, you'll see the Ninjas started strong in the season. And if you look at the point and the rankings throughout the weeks, it kind of reflected, how the Ninjas came in really strong. SC Kicker coming back just real strong on that first race. But then Sam Mahoney got, a bug up his butt, and he just went pop, 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 and took 3 of the 7 races we've run so far, the track records, with Matsuda taking the last one. And it looks like it might be one of the MMVM racers taking the last track record as well. So that would put, Mahoney really kind of taking the lead, and the leaderboard shows it, the track records show it, the earnings, the UpX earnings shows it. I mean, they're putting the work in and getting the accolades.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I like Wonder. I mean, I think it was smart for UpX podcast to pick up Wonder 1976 as a rookie driver who was showing a lot of potential. Put him on a team where he can practice with some of the other teams and get some of those, team mechanics in place. And I think that we'll see some interesting results with some upcoming teams in over the next couple of seasons.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly jump back to something real quick here with the leaderboard, and I just want to quickly point out one thing. So Buleman made a nice run on his heat race to take second place, but I just want to, if there are some scenarios here where Buleman could potentially, with a good win, with the win in here in the finals, could potentially make a nice move up the leaderboard to finish out the season. So, certainly can't count out the Castle Elite team yet from making the top 5. But we'll see what happens here. There could be some shakeups coming more towards the middle of the board, I guess is what I'm saying.
And I know that there have been technical issues too. I mean, if you look at the results, some of those were technical issues, not racer problems, but car problems.
Yeah, and fortunately enough, I mean that the MMVM team has been solid, all around. I mean, obviously their pit crew is fantastic. They haven't had any downfalls as far as the airing out problem that some teams and drivers seem to have. So So that certainly helps them in their bid to become 4-time champions.
Yeah, that consistency of lack of errors or technical errors really supports, the team.
Yeah.
So good job. We have everyone ready. We can move into the final.
All right. Well, let's get this bad boy started here. Let me jump into the race.
When you said pit crew, just think of the Cars movie. Pit stop. All right. Let's see Ninjas, CER, and Mahoney. Our independent drivers, Wonder 1976. Let's see what happens.
And here we go. Hopefully we get a nice clean start here.
Good soundtrack for this last race.
And here we go. We got a nice clean start, which means we got all 6 drivers in there. And we are off. San Mahoney, Matsuda 1 and 2 right now. SC Kicker, KO Ninja now moves up into 3rd. Wander moves into 3rd. We've got some boosting going on here. Matsuda taking a massive lead. KO Ninja boosting up into 2nd place around San Mahoney. Surprisingly enough, San let somebody get past him, which doesn't happen very often. And we are going to bunch up in here. San Mahoney, everybody catching a skid with that boost.
Let's head into the slow zone.
And here we go. Buellman making his way up into 4th place through the slow zone. Getting a nice exit out of there to make up some time on the top 3 here. We got KO Ninja in 3rd, San Mahoney in 2nd, with Matsuda in 1st. Let's drop into San Mahoney's car here and get some details right on Matsuda's rear end there.
Yeah.
But we're going to see if Matsuda is going to show Sonny Boy how to do this. KO Ninja making his way around, still in 3rd place, but has lost sight now of 1st and 2nd, using a boost to try to catch back up again. Matsuda, San Mahoney still holding in there. Still even a tight race at the back of the pack as well. Wander 1976, SC Kicker, and Buellman, all 3. Buellman making his way back up to 4th place again into these nasty chicanes. Let's see if he can make his way around there quicker this time, and he does. Makes it through clean and takes over 3rd place from KO Ninja. Now
nice racing.
That could certainly make a difference there. Coming from last to 3rd in a very short period of time, Matsuda now with a pretty big lead over San Mahoney and Buellman. Buellman and KO Ninja still going to fight for the 3rd place here. San Mahoney with a 108 lap time. Buellman in with a 108.048 right behind him. So there's not much distance here going into this final lap. Oh, and I think KO Ninja taking advantage of a Buellman misstep there on that turn and making up some time, but we are again going into this very tricky section of the track. And Mahoney now making up time on Matsuda. Is he going to be able to pull out?
Wow.
Trying to get around him there.
Oh,
and, oh my goodness. And they are neck and neck right now. Here is San Mahoney and Matsuda are coming into the last few turns here. Now, statistically, San Mahoney has the advantage on the inside lane.
There it is.
But we're going to see how it is here. This is going to be so close. And Matsuda could potentially take. I'm not even sure. We're going to have to wait for the final results here. It was a little weird.
Matsuda at 111 for the lap, and Sam Mahoney at 108 for the lap.
108 for the lap, yep.
So I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
So Buhlmann gets a nice third place finish. Matsuda squeak out Sam Mahoney from the win by less than 3/1,000ths of a second.
And Castle Elite Racing presenting in the end there, taking the third spot.
And yeah, so congratulations to all of our finishers.
That was great racing.
That was some fantastic racing, and we came right down to the wire on the finish there with the MMVM boys making a strong finish. 3:25.641 and a 3:25.673, with Buhlmann coming in third at a 3:32.822 with a nice strong finish for the Castle Elite team, and a huge win for the MMVM team there on the finals. So congratulations to all of our winners. And congratulations to everybody on another great season of racing here on the Upland Racing League. We will be, of course, moving into the S1E Series, Pro Series Racing, coming up here very shortly. So stay tuned to our Discord server for all the announcements on Series S1E Racing. And we are currently taking on sponsors for Series S1E Racing. And if you are a driver and you're interested in racing in the Upland Racing League, then please shoot us a message on Discord. We are happy to get in there and get you a chance to get in. All right, here it is. Your last chance to get in on the drawing for the MMVM cart. Hashtag MMVM, and don't write anything else in the line. Just hashtag MMVM. Don't need to put your username or anything in there. We'll get that later. Hashtag MMVM in the comment line, and you will have yourself a chance to win a MMVM go-kart. So we're going to give this about 2 more minutes. We got 9 entries in there right now. 9 entries to win.
That's some good odds.
Good odds for a cart, for sure.
Yeah. The Pro Series, definitely looking forward to seeing some. I know we have some different racers that are interested in racing in the S1E. If you are interested in racing with your S1E during the Pro Series, make sure that you go to the URL Discord server and get yourself a role for the S1E so that we can make announcements and you can get all of the information you need about how to race in the URL and make some of that UPX.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead. We got 10 entries in there now. Last chance. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and do a drawing for our MMVM Series cart, given away by our season champions. Here we go. Everybody ready?
Who will it be? Who could it be now? Oh, well, got in at the last minute.
Unnamed ZA. Congratulations. You have won yourself an MMVM cart. Drop your in-game name into the chat, and we will get that over to you as quickly as possible.
Congratulations. That's awesome. And thanks again to Mahoney. I mean, they've been with racing from the get-go. They were in the very first. I do love the evolution of racing and the racing economy now with the different boosts that, consumables they have. You're going to start to see even more of that economy building out, which is what URL is always about. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, for sure. And I tell you what, I'm excited to see more team racing come into it. I think that's really just going to make this kind of send this over the top a little bit as far as the excitement and the camaraderie between the drivers. It's just been a super huge amount of fun, and so excited for it, and excited to see everybody that's getting into racing these days.
Yeah, and Monopoly Mike's at final standings, pretty much with Matsuda taking the win, but Sam Mahoney coming in second, getting the 9 points. Sam Mahoney is our URL Champions Cup 2024 champion. So congratulations, Sam Mahoney.
And I would also like to mention that he is now the first two-time champion in the URL, two-time Series Cup champion in the URL, and he's done it in his first 2 seasons racing in the URL.
Yeah. So he's actually, because he won the 2024
Stock Car Pro, Stock Car Competition
Series, and now he's won the Champions Cup. If he gets an S1E and races and takes that, wow, we got to get some people competing against him for that S1E spot. You can't let Sam Mahoney sweep it.
I know, right?
No, but that is actually really great. Congratulations.
Yes, for sure. Congratulations to all of our drivers. Congratulations to Sam Mahoney on the other on another championship there, and yeah, we'll see you for Pro Series coming up here very soon. Stay tuned for all the info on that, for sure. And I'm Matt Chef. This is Dak. That's Dak. As always, thank you for watching. We really appreciate all the support. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want all of the Upland Racing League's content, as well as Upland Racing Series right here on the MRNN network. And we'll see you on the track.